Second question is, my relatives visit the graves and ask the dead people for help. I think we did answer the permissibility of visiting the graveyard, and actually it is recommended, since the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, visit the graveyard because it should remind you of death, which is a praiseworthy quality, to remember that life is very short and soon you will be there. So it keeps you steadfast on the straight path. It inspires you to repent unto Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala before it is too late and seek His forgiveness, to line up. But visiting the graveyard for other purposes, such as communicating with the dead or seeking the help from the dead, it violates the whole concept of Tawheed. And that is the same reason as why the Prophet ﷺ forbade visiting the graveyard in the earlier time of his mission. He forbade people from visiting the graveyard because the Meccans used to do that. Meccan pagans would go and ask from the dead or talk to the dead and seek their help and so on. So the graveyard, its visit is a sunnah in order to receive an admonition, to be reminded of death, and it does help and benefit the dead people by praying for them and asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to have mercy on them, forgive them their sins, etc. Not the other way around. And Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, whenever you ask, you should only ask from Allah, not from anyone else, whether alive or dead. But from the dead is even worse. It doesn't make any sense, because when the person passes away, he is most in need than before. And Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, إِذَا مَاتَ الْعَبْدُ انْقَطَعَ عَمَلُهُ إِلَّا مِنْ ثَلَاثٍ. Whenever the servant dies, all his deeds will come to end, except from three ways. So the person who died cannot even benefit himself. And when you look at the extended benefit, the three avenues or the three ways which will benefit the dead, it is because of something that he invested in his life, and it is continuous. Useful knowledge, somebody else is benefiting out of his knowledge and he's praying for him. A righteous child who's making dua for him. So who is in need for whom? The dead is in need for the dua and the supplication of the living, not the other way around.